Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're diving into Make Time, How to Focus on What Matters Every Day by Knapp and Zeratsky, published in 2018. These two authors, both veterans of the tech world, having worked at Google and YouTube, decided to rethink the way we structure our time. What they offer isn't a rigid productivity system or a one-size-fits-all method, but something far more flexible and humane. This is a book about reclaiming your attention and energy in a world that's constantly trying to hijack both. So let's walk through it together, from cover to cover. The central idea of Make Time is that our days are being stolen by two powerful forces: the busy bandwagon and the infinity pools. The busy bandwagon is that cultural pressure to always be grinding, to check off tasks, to be responsive, to fill our calendars and inboxes, and to feel guilty if we're not doing enough. Infinity pools, on the other hand, are those bottomless sources of digital distraction, social media, news feeds, email, streaming shows, that are designed to keep us scrolling, refreshing, consuming endlessly. Knapp and Zeratsky believe that to reclaim our time and focus, we need to fight both of these forces. And to do that, they suggest designing each day with intention, by choosing one single highlight. The highlight is the heart of the day. It's the one thing you want to make time for. It could be something urgent, something joyful, or something satisfying. Maybe it's a project you've been meaning to move forward, or time with someone you love, or a walk, a conversation. Whatever it is, you decide it's worth protecting. It's your chosen priority, and you design your day around making sure it happens. Once you've chosen your highlight, the next challenge is actually creating space for it. That's where the concept of laser comes in, how to beat distraction and stay focused. This isn't about superhuman discipline. The authors offer surprisingly kind and simple strategies, like putting your phone in another room, using distraction-free apps, batching email checks, or even just noticing when your attention starts to slip and gently pulling it back. They talk about energy as well, because even if you have the time and space, you still need the fuel. This is where sleep, food, movement, and rest come in. The book doesn't preach or push some extreme fitness routine or dietary trend. Instead, it encourages listening to your body and treating energy as a resource to be managed, not squeezed. And then there's reflection. At the end of the day, they suggest taking just a minute to ask, what worked today? What didn't? How did that highlight feel? It's about adjusting and learning, not to strive for perfection, but to build awareness. Every day is a new chance to make a small tweak. There's no failure in this system, just experimentation and iteration, like a designer refining a prototype. What's refreshing about Make Time is how gentle and forgiving it is. There's no expectation that you'll get it perfect every day. There's no sense that you have to quit social media or meditate for an hour at dawn or become a productivity machine. It's built for real life, with its messiness and unpredictability, and it reminds us that we don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just one moment. One decision. One highlight. The book is full of tips, over 80 actually, but it never overwhelms. You're encouraged to try what speaks to you, ignore the rest, and build your own approach. The author's voice is friendly, humorous, and full of stories from their own lives, which makes it feel like you're being coached by two kind, insightful friends who genuinely want you to feel better about your time. In the end, Make Time is a reminder that we don't have to be swept along by the current of urgency and distraction. We can pause, choose, design. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Just a little space every day for what matters most. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this conversation about focus, intention, and energy, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading, and make time for something that lights you up today.